Hey guys, it's Alec Mac 111, and today I have one of my crazy airsofting friends with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Drew.
Hey, I'm Carbon, Drew Davidson from Cincinnati, Ohio. Been in Milsim for about 5 years now. Really like out-of-state events. I love traveling with the guys. Yeah, that's a little bit about myself.
We're kind of fans of airsoft, if you couldn't tell. So this is going to be question and answer with Drew and Alec. So we're going to ask each other about 10 questions and see what you guys like. So one, Drew, what was your favorite event and why?
I went to Operation Broken Home in Oklahoma last year.
American Milsim.
Yeah, and I think that was one of their first big events.
Yep.
That they knew, and it used to be Oklahoma Invasion, but as far as I know, and correct me in the comment section below if I'm wrong, but some people from the guys that hosted Oklahoma Invasion split off and went into Broken Home. So it's still at D-Day. It's still kind of the same kind of storyline-ish. But yeah, really fun at that. So there was a lot of vehicles. Helicopters are really cool. Loved riding in APCs.
So tactical.
Yeah, intense pickup truck chases. But,
Alright. I'd say my favorite event would be one of the events, I forget what it was actually called, at Springfield. Basically just a bunch of awesome things. We were rushing villages. The airfield at Hidden Springs Ranch, the field that Blade has created, is just wonderful. Favorite airsoft experience would be for me at that event was we worked with Team Spear. I'm part of Team Sciotos, and we worked with Team Spear, and it was everyone for themselves, but we were like, hey dudes, let's not kill each other right off. So we just swept the entire field, took out everyone. There was 3 of us left, about 3 Spear guys left, and all of a sudden they yelled, game over, everyone, or game over. First one to get to the top of the tower and hold it for 3 minutes wins the game. And so as soon as I heard that, I had my pistol down, my main was gone. I sprinted to the top of the tower, I ran up the side, all the guys on the side that had already been killed were like, dude, go, 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 they're quick, they're coming on you. And so as soon as I got up there, I was breached by 3 guys, ended up shooting 2 of them in the top of the head. I held the base for 10 minutes. And then one of the guys finally got me, and Red was like, just kidding. And then everyone from the field shot into the tower building, and it was raining BBs, literally raining BBs.
Yeah.
So that was probably like the sweetest thing ever.
The white BB cloud just hails.
It was a cloud, and then all of a sudden everyone was like, ugh! And I was like, what? And then boom! Crazy.
Favorite airsoft brand?
My favorite airsoft brand, hands down. I like a lot of brands. I love TM. I love VFC, as evidenced by this new MK18 that Drew has. It is just sexy.
I'll explain that later.
But G&P, hands down, G&P is my favorite. I've run the Baby Monster for a long, long time now. This is my G&P SR16 that's pretty new.
Beautiful.
G&P, I just love how they with a little bit of upgrades, they just have great trigger response. They have great full auto. So far, my Baby Monster has lasted me about 30,000 rounds.
Man.
Maybe 40. Never had a single problem with it. Always is cranking out. The hop-up were a little bit messed up, but a Pro-Win hop-up definitely fixed that. What about you?
I've gone through a bunch of brands. Right now I'm running my VFC, as Alec explained, and a TM SIG 552.
TM.
Yeah, so, I really like my VFC so far, but, I really, really like my TM. So I'm probably going to have to go with TM. Really old brand.
They started it all.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, AGs.
Yep, and then they made almost the best gas pistols, probably the best gas pistols ever. They're most accurate. Milsim injury. This one is something that I have a very, very, very good thing that's kind of gone on. I was running alongside of a creek bed one time. I stepped on a branch and I fell about 6 feet, and I split my ear from there all the way up into there, and it was in 2 halves. Just completely ripped my ear in half. I had to go get plastic surgery. I was at the hospital all day. Feeling really woozy, got super high at the end because of all the injections they gave me in the neck. It was a crazy experience, and I can definitely say I hate that rock, and I hate that branch that broke that I stepped on.
I would be too.
What about you?
My Wow, how am I gonna top that?
You can't. It's pretty impossible. Unless you like break your leg.
Yeah.
That would kind of suck.
About I think it was 2 years-ish ago, I was in the tower with a saw gunner. I forget his name. Really nice guy though, and we had it mounted at Red Dragon Airsoft or paintball, but we airsoft there. He had a M249 mounted on the window, and there was a little hatch that went to the top floor that we were watching, and now my AEG went down, so I was running this plastic tri-shot shotgun.
Tri-shots.
Yeah, I know. And I passed this guy the shotgun. I'm like, all right, let me just do some Overwatch with the 249. And a wave of dudes just started coming. And there was this guy who thought it would be smart to go around, so I couldn't hit him. So I tried picking up the M249 and reaching it around outside the window. Wasn't a really good idea. The bipod slipped off the window, and the bottom of the handguard where the bipod is held, there's this really sharp part, and I was holding it, and when it fell, my thumb, it just sliced straight down as it was falling. Yeah, I know. So, and then I had to leave.
That sucks.
You know, guys helped me out when I was injured, so that was pretty cool.
Sweet. Alright, favorite weapon platform, both rifle and pistol. You go first with rifle, I'll go with rifle, and then we can go pistols.
Cool. My favorite weapon platform, rifle, M4. You know, I love my SIG, but there's nothing better than the M4. Stanag mags, everyone has them.
Everyone has them.
Really cheap.
Hey dude, throw me a mag. Thanks, bud.
Exactly.
So easy. Especially when you have sweet teammates. Throw them across like buildings, just great arms.
Or
throw in a mag, hit some dudes.
On the 321 Airsoft's channel, did you see that mag exchange?
Oh yeah.
Ray, and they both like cut at the same time and put it in their mag well. That was really sweet.
That was sweet.
But yeah, M4. All right, Alec.
I'm gonna have to go with the same thing. I've had so many different types of guns. I'm one of those dudes that'll just trade and get different deals and stuff. I've probably owned almost every. I've owned, I think, every single airsoft brand besides like the DGs and the old ones.
Asahi's? Have you had an Asahi?
Never had one.
Sun Project?
Nope. I've also.
JAC?
No, none of the old stuff. But like regular stuff, I have not owned a Systema, which soon will hopefully be changed because Systemas are just wonderful. But I just like M4s. The customization, like the ability. Look at this. I have an AFG, I have XTM panels. I can throw a battery box, a hollow on it. I have mags that everyone else has. I can put a plethora of stocks, grips. I can do whatever I want with this rail system. I can create a 13-inch rail system, put a suppressor on that makes the thing freaking 5 feet long if I wanted to. You can't really do that with other guns. You can, but it doesn't look nearly as cool. And AKs are they're just AKs. They're cool and they have their place.
Yeah.
But the M4 is.
And talk about the version 2 gearbox. Version 2 gearbox.
So interchangeable. You can put anything in it. Heck, you can, the whole Polar Star deal, being able to swap out your gearbox for a freaking air-powered weapon that can shoot forever away. I love them. On second best, I would say the SIG platform. I had a SIG 552.
You did? I didn't know that.
For the first 3 years I airsofted, it was a Swiss Arm SIG 552, and I just fell in love with the thing. It just felt good. The stock broke in half. That was kind of depressing. But I really like the SIG platform just because I think it looks cool. And there are a ton of other stuff.
Dude, these swords are banging up against my head. Right.
All right, I will go pistol now. Well, I love Colts. I think Colts are really sweet. But I just got a Tokyo 5.7, and I've had it for a little bit now. And I can just say, I love it. It may be a little bit cheap, and the mag release is having a little bit of problems. But the thing shoots so sweet. It just feels good in my hand. I have a little bit bigger hands than most people. So just having that bigger grip, I really like. Yeah, Tokyo 5.7 so far.
You know, I've never really stuck with a pistol. I went from Mark 23, USP, M9, 1911. I went through a lot of 1911s, and you know, I'm just starting out with the Beretta PX4 Storm, and I really like that so far. Tried the real steel one at the range. Really liked it. The rotating chamber is really cool.
Yeah, it is.
But since I don't know enough about it yet, I don't know how to work on it, don't know how exactly it runs, airsoft wise, I'd probably have to go with 1911. It's just, you can't go wrong, So I'm gonna ask.
Double stack or single stack?
Single stack, because I hate when you run out of gas in between mags, and it's just like.
Yep, that's pretty disappointing.
And I like the fast cycle rate, so.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with one funny Milsim moment that you've had, Alec.
One. How do I pick one? Jeez.
Out of many. Let's hear it.
Let's start with a bang kill I had with one guy. Ew, this is just, it's pretty funny, but it's pretty stupid. I walk out into this clearing, I'm like, hey dude, I'm flashing, I had OD on, I had a tan vest, so it was a little bit complicated. Not really. You can tell BDU, so I walk around the corner, I see this guy. He's 10 feet away from me, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna come around, we're gonna flank this area right here. So I walk out, I was talking pretty slow, I was able to, he was able to hear me respond. He's like, okay, I'm going to come in the building now. So then I'm like, all right, I'm going to leave the building and come out. So I walk out, walk to the side, and I'm just carrying my gun just like this, just walking. And he comes around the corner and then shoots me twice in the chest. And so I kind of just sat there and I was just like, should I call this? What the heck is wrong with you? You just saw me. And he's like, oh, shoot. As soon as he shot me, he just comes up, bang, bang. I was like, I was just the guy in the window. I told you I was coming around. And he was just like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. And so I walked back to the spawn, and that was an interesting time. And I said a few things like, honestly, I was more speechless than anything. I was just kind of flabbergasted and like, what? I have 2 rounds in me from my own teammate that I just talked to. You're an idiot! So that is one of my funny airsoft moments. I don't know if there's any other. Why don't you come up with one and I'll see if I can pick them. Think of it funny.
Alright, I got one. Springfield, a couple years ago. Me and I didn't really have a established team back then.
Days.
Yeah. So I didn't have a P90 rig either, and I just bought a new Echo 1 P90, so I was stuffing them on my BDU pockets. But it was on an open place, so it was all right. But so we're about to breach a door, and this guy out of nowhere, and there's like a bunch of tall grass behind us. So out of nowhere, while we're about
1 minute. Go ahead, continue.
Is everything all right?
Yeah.
All right. While we were about to breach, guy behind me in the tall grass pops out and starts unloading on all the guys I was stacking up with. And didn't hit me, and I wanted to take him out, so I turned and hit the deck and started firing. He was missing, and I was missing, and couldn't hit each other worth a damn. So I finally ran out of mags, and I didn't have a sidearm on me, so... And I didn't have time to really get out of speed loader. So I was thinking, all right, what's one way I can take this guy out and eliminate the threat, and because I was a medic, heal my teammates back up. So I was looking around, trying to avoid the BBs hailing over my head. And I see a stick. And I'm like, yes.
Tactical knife.
Yeah, exactly. Pick up the stick, jump, dive, throw it. Hits him right in the plate carrier. He looks down at his plate carrier, literally just takes off the sling, his rifle, drops it, walks up to me, and I was thinking, oh god, this guy's gonna get really pissed. He's like, I'll take that. Valid kill. High fives me. We storm out, and I heal the guys, and man, oh no. That was not only a mix of good sportsmanship, but it was funny.
I would have been like, dude. That's sweet how you
did it. It was awesome. So,
all right, worst Milsim experience.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's think about this. There was one night mission I was at. One of the night archers at Splatter Park with Miyagi was still the head dude.
Mr. Miyagi.
Running everything before he stole everyone's money and stuff.
Dirty Dan Snodgrass.
And so, you weren't allowed to go full auto in the crates at night because, and this was my second night game, so I was still kind of freaked out. Like, I had no flashlight on me besides some little, like, dinky flashlight.
Wait, so you just think you would be able to fly without...
Well, I mean, it was a decent light source, but I was hoping I'd have teammates, and I was like, I'm just going to be sneaky and tactical, and my eyes are just going to be able to adjust to the light.
Did that work?
So that didn't work a whole well, but I saw this guy coming out. He emerged from this crate, and I was like, oh yeah, my first night kill. I pumped, I know the mag was feeding, I know everything was perfect. I was like, whack, 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 and I could hear that in hitting his plate carrier at 5, he stops, kind of scans around, goes up and shoots full auto 10 feet away in the crates when you're not allowed to shoot full auto, nonetheless within 10 feet, and hits me like 4 times on the chest. Dude, and so I was kind of I turned my light on and I was like, man. Did I not just hit you? And he was just kind of like, and like walked, and I was just like, ow, no! And so I think I walked back, and I was just
there's like a distinctive sound when you hit someone either in the BDUs or the plate carrier.
You just hear it. You know the sound, and I knew the sound. I mean, I've been hitting dudes all day. Magpul, Emily Carbine, again, G&P. Wrecking children. 30-ish rounds a second with the 11-1 that I was running. I knew BBs. I knew when BBs hit people, I could see the round impact on the chest. When you guys see that, you know, if you're an airsofter, you know that's the stuff. That's the stuff right there.
My favorite is when I actually like see the BB like soaring through the air.
Soaring through the air.
And when the guy calls it, like you see him just kind of go, like kind of shocked that he got hit and then calls it.
It's such a great experience.
But
all right, worst for you.
Oh, all right. So it was kind of an all day kind of crappy thing throughout. So it was a cool day, December. I was still pretty fresh to the sport of airsoft. And,
those days.
Or hobby, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, I was still rocking a plate carrier with 1 pouch, jeans, and a woodland top. And yeah. And I picked up this new snazzy. You know, if I wouldn't have forgotten my Oakleys, I would have socked them right back. Anyways, so I got this new MP5. I was feeling good about it. Go up to the chrono. Second shot while I'm chronoing. Gear strip. Jump! So that didn't end up well.
What MP5 was it?
It was a JG, I believe. So
maybe the way.
Yeah. So yeah, probably. But I mean, I just bought it, so I was kind of pissed off. So and then Stonewall from Legion was nice enough to give me a loaner gun, and I think that was an ICS. That was an MP5 too, an ICS MP5, and
still had 2 mags.
Yeah. So and there were low caps too, which made it. But you know, I took what I could get, and it was really nice of him to give me that. Anyways, going away from the story. So we're on our second mission. It's I don't know, maybe like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm running, and we were trying to infiltrate the village, and we're in a kind of really wooded area, and there was this creek that we had to cross.
Yeah, creeks.
You know, it looked like it was icy, so even if you fell, like, it would be alright. And, so, everyone's jumping, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be super operator here and just do a tactical leap, end up with a roll, and then storm this town. So...
That would've been so tactical.
Oh, yeah, I know. And, so, I start running, leap, foot snags on a vine, trip right into the creek. I wasn't wearing waterproof boots. I think I was actually wearing gym shoes. Sink right in, and it goes about it goes like right up to about my knee. And I'm in freezing water. It's like a blizzard outside. January, I think. Yeah, it was like January. And so my feet were freezing. My socks were soaked. My BDUs were soaked. I was just absolutely miserable. And this guy, you know, that was a couple years ago, and I was like about 13 then, and just starting, and Stop throwing 5.7s out. And this guy, he swarmed with his team, took off all my gear that I had and my guns, carried it, while another guy kind of helped me walk back up to staging area so my parents could pick me up. So I don't know. That was a pretty crappy day. I wish I could.
That's the AO
sling some
community
plastics and
helping brothers out.
Well,
Sweet.
Used to be.
We won't comment on that. All right. Where would you see yourself in 5 years, airsoft wise? What do you think you're gonna be doing?
Well, in 5 years, I hope I'm in the military and doing other stuff. But you know,
you have 1 day back from military,
Okay.
and you get to airsoft.
All right, so
What you be doing for
I
it?
want to be in super high speed gear with like the new Cry stuff and super high tech active camouflage, where you know, just looking pretty awesome. And because you know, airsoft, half of it's a fashion show, so you know, just looking good,
LBT.
shooting good guns. You know, hope I get this guy pretty upgraded to the, or I get it as high speed.
Need some internals.
Yeah, I'm a big trigger response buff, so I really want some good trigger response. So we missed.
Siege Tech gears.
I $110 though, you know.
A little bit.
I just spent like 600 trying to get this guy up. Oh, I'm making a block 2 out of that right now. So, all right. If you could play an airsoft out anywhere, where would you go?
Oh, jeez. I would love to go to an American Milsim event. I saw the one at Iron Giant. The one Iron Giant.
That looked really cool.
200.
Faded Giant.
Faded Giant. That's a movie. Iron Giant was one of those kids movies. Like
Yeah,
Faded
with like
Giant.
the animated guy with
They
like,
were
the really emotional.
They were
I cried in
at
that
a
movie.
huge oil rig. There's this like oil rig, and then there's these buildings, and $260. I could buy a new gun with that, and maybe someday when we're actually like tactical operators with money instead of high school kids, then we would have money to go. I'd love to go to that, and then I'd love to go to California and go to like CQB City or the new indoor field.
See, I wouldn't. I do not like the high speed kind of.
I want to try it one. I love
Speedball
Milsim.
airsoft.
I love Milsim, but I think one time going and running in buildings and shooting a bunch of kids would be sweet.
I don't know. I feel like I just like. I have all this gear, but I feel like I was doing that. It would just be kind of like laser tag, and I'd go in a hoodie and. I don't know.
One time. I just think it'd be fun one time. It'd probably get boring after like, wait, there's no goal to this besides shooting people. I'd love to do a Milsim event in there.
Really?
Yeah, this is getting a little hot.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a Milsim event in an area like that, rushing buildings, going in and out, like actual, instead of just running through the buildings and hoping you don't get shot, but actually clearing rooms, throwing in thunder bees, tornadoes, just taking out the enemy. That'd be sweet. So that'd be one cool place. If I could see myself in 5 years, I'll be in college, so that'll be interesting airsoft wise. Maybe I'll go somewhere, a university where they got a sweet field maybe. I do have a few friends that are possibly thinking about opening a field, not like this is actually going to happen or anything. But if I were to get into that, I'd love to maybe organize some games, come up with some cool game ideas.
I feel you.
Maybe be a team leader for. I've started a bunch of newer guys in airsoft, and they all suck to be honest. But I used to suck when I started Milsim 5 years ago.
I thought, aren't the Cyrus guys pretty?
Yeah, but we don't play a whole lot. We only have like 5
Gotcha.
dedicated guys.
Gotcha.
So. Yeah, if we could play a lot more and get off work for most of those guys, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, dude. For me, I think if I wanted airsoft somewhere, as crazy and weird as this sounds, I would like to go to Disney World.
Ooh.
To do an airsoft event, have all the rides with the lights turned on. So because you know you when I think of a place I want airsoft, I think of places that could be pretty insane if there was a real, God forbid, a real life like something horrible happened. Because if you think about amusement parks, there's so many populated people, and if there's as many crazy people as there are out there right now. And God forbid this ever happens, but if there's like something that happens, it's kind of like a real life scenario. If you go to this even though it's a really happy place, amusement park. I don't know. I think it'd still be cool to do military simulation there, and I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I can almost guarantee that will never happen, but that would be sweet.
Well,
going through the Buzz Lightyear ride.
On those little trains, just like
going down the roller coaster, the Thunder Mountain. Oh, that's the big water one, and Space Mountain's the little roller coaster. Going through the lights, tracer units on everything.
Give me 5-7.
No, it's mine.
No,
give me Mac.
Don't throw the 5-7. Oh man. I didn't want.
Throw the Mac. Give me. I can actually catch.
Dude, alright, screw you out.
This is why 5-7s are sweet.
Plastic slides, yo.
Hey,
can I see
it's worth it. So, oh shoot. Eye protection.
They're all onto the Mac. Sorry. Wait, you have it on the. Why do you have it on the.
He messed it up.
Is that ambidextrous?
No. Well, apparently it is. Actually, it is.
Yeah, you put it on the wrong side, dude.
Nice. All right, no mags. Yeah. Okay. So in conclusion of this
hold
whole.
on, let me see that.
No. Bad.
Why?
My 5-7.
Oh, okay.
All right. So in conclusion of this, guys, if you actually sit around and took part of this is sweet.
Yeah, 10-minute video. Hope you enjoyed it.
This isn't 10 minutes. This is like 20. But we kind of got the idea from like a few questions some guy in Airsoft, Ohio asked, and then
shout out Blade.
Some of the guys that like the Airsoft GI videos are kind of cool. I figured we just do this as just a, like, I mean, he's over to my house in Cincinnati, 2 hours away, and what else are we gonna do? Make a bunch of videos. Make a bunch of Airsoft videos with questions about awesome things. So thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, thanks for coming out, Drew. This is a blast. We are going to be destroying people in Airsoft. Just hitting you with pellets. So if you think there's a BB that doesn't hit you, remember to call your hits, because it's probably us.
Hey, and if this is uploaded in time, you'll probably see me at Operation Northern Lights.
Running my cam.
Yeah, running the contour right there.
I'm
actually filming this right
Contour Realm 2, this is what it's shooting with, so if you guys were curious. My lighting kind of sucks, so I'm working on getting that fixed a little bit. I also talk ridiculously quickly.
Really energetic.
I just have a little bit of pizzazz.
Pizzazz.
A little bit of energetic talk at me, and I kind of just get excited. I mean, who wouldn't get excited about this? You who are watching this are probably gear whores.
I don't throw my $170
and just liking all of that. Look at that. How do you not like that? You just can't.
Thanks for shooting my gun, dude.
P.1, dude.
Yeah.
From the bottom of my heart.
Hey, all right. So thanks guys for watching Alec McLovin's Carbon special.
Dude, this is gonna be a sweet name. We're just gonna come up with a sweet name for this.
See you later, man.
This is the party, dude. See you guys. You're crazy.